Joined by myself with Supreme Confidence. You're listening to today's episode of Love Affair Discussions with Kelz podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. It's a game of basketball, the game of life. You got to have confidence in the clutch. That's how I can go solo dolo at a time. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck, a band, I guess, as well. Stay woke or get out, gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. And when we go live, it's important. Visit us on Facebook, Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. Coming up, talking about the week that was. A couple days late. Should have been done Friday. More than a couple days late. Question of the week. Oh, this is long. I got a week that was is big. Question of the week. What will your legacy be? I'm talking about to your family, your community, your profession. You know, in the wake of Brother Nip leaving his earth in a physical form is going to allow his spirit to persevere and do things throughout, from his hood to his city to his state to his region to his country to the hemisphere to the whole world. So what's your legacy going to be? The topic of the week, classes that should be created for our youth. I'm trying to understand education a lot. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff going on that I'm not understanding. And, I don't have all the things, all the answers. I just got a whole bunch of questions. They always say people in power don't make the decisions or whatever. So it is what it is, regular stuff. Don't worry about it. I got it. Y'all know who it is already. Kodak. But after watching a couple Kodak reactions to him and stuff, and what my initial thing was, I'm just talking to y'all about that, y'all. That's it. You already know. Always, I'm going to be bringing you quality content with strong opinions and facts. Love affair is defined as an intense enthusiasm or liking for something, like my podcast and my podcast network. I believe I'm on for the whole network, yo. Let me see something. Yeah, this is going to be the 146th podcast in the network out of 7 shows within a calendar year. So we're going to do that math. What that's going to do, we already know it's not half the year, but, as far as every other day you could get a podcast from Confidence in the Klutch Network, but we almost there to every 3 days. We're going to see, though. So just sit back, relax. Let me take you somewhere for about 40 minutes, man. It is what it is. This is an open, unfiltered discussion about love. Like I always bring you quality content with strong opinion and facts. Confidence starts right now, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Yeah. Another solo dolo show today. But you know what? It's all good. Welcome to episode 34 of the Love Affair Discussions podcast with Kelz on the Confidence in the Klutch Network. This is your host, Mr. Donald Nelson. KITK, y'all. I had a vision for KITK too. I forgot what I said I was going to do, man. I was talking to somebody about something with KITK, and they were like, woo, this is what it is. But definitely, they said I got to start getting this merch out. Build the brand, man. So we need the merch. I got Lou on it, Big Lou, my homeboy, he on it. So I got to get with him now. It's been time. All right. How I feel. Laying the foundation of what's to come, a better direct me. Now you hear the podcast, you hear me throwing out expletives and talking crazy and having a good time and laughing, but it's a seriousness with all this at the same time. So I don't want anybody to be able to come and listen to a pod and be like, what's wrong with dog? What's wrong with anybody who I have on with me? You know what I mean? I want them to always know this is quality. Like, we can turn it up on y'all. I was finna cuss right there. We can turn it up on you, fam. You know what I'm saying? We can get very, very, very militant. We can get direct. We can get whatever way you want to take it, however we want to go, we can get there, man. You know what I mean? We have a lot of fun. We laugh, we talk. You know what I mean? We, you know what I'm saying, say our little cuss words and all that, but just let you know, man, it's just laying the foundation of what's to come. You know what I'm saying? Better direct me, period, with everything and everybody. My children, family, friends, any co-workers, all that. But the foundation is I don't think I've reached my prime. I don't want to plateau. I don't want to reach a zenith. I don't want to do none of that. I want to keep on elevate. You feel me? And that's what it is. I want to keep on elevating, y'all. So with that being said, y'all know about the week we had. We lost brother Nip. You know what I mean? Like I said, I should have been recorded. But last week I did record something about Nip, and I'm gonna let y'all hear it or whatever when out, you know, when it all went down. So the week that was, we finna started off with R.I.P. Rest in Power, brother Nip, and just my 2 cents of what I had to say, and then what I'm gonna add to it, y'all. So let's just take a listen to what I said on episode 76 of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast, the flagship. Yeah. Ball in heaven, Nip. You know what I'm saying? Man, he remind me of Pac so much, man. This young brother, man. This brother was fly, man. You know what? It's time to get in this halftime, man. Let me get in this halftime for brother Nip, man. Because I got to get my dedication, man. Just little, you know what I'm saying? What crack, man, and what I think, man, and how I feel about the situation, man. Just let me give brother Nip his due, man. For real. Let me get it right. Let me get my halftime right. Man, yo. All right. Dedication, Nipsey Hussle. Rest in power, Nipsey Hussle. Father, son, friend was shot along with 2 other men outside his clothing store. The marathon, you know what I mean? Man, always respected the brother, man. He was always dope to me. You feel me? I remember he sold his mixtape Crenshaw for $100, and Hov bought 100 of them. Sent that $10,000 over real quick. That was a boss move by Hov. That was a boss move by Nipsey. He flourished into a management relationship with Roc Nation. You know what I'm saying? He just released his first major album with Atlantic Records. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, something hard for him to do because he was an independent artist getting his cheese the right way legally. You know what I'm saying? And that was probably at the direction of Roc Nation. Roc Nation got joint venture deal with Atlantic to a certain degree. So, T.I. You know what I mean? That's why T.I. snapped, man. Prayers to his children. You know what I'm saying? Baby boy, baby girl. To the mothers of his children. His mother and father, his brother. Family and friends, man. I want to read a quote given about his investment in the hood and to buy back the block in accordance to the youth. Quote, in our culture, there's a narrative that says, follow the athletes, follow the entertainers. End quote, he told the Los Angeles Times last year. Quote, and that's cool, but there should be something that says follow Elon Musk, follow Zuckerberg, Mark that is from Facebook. I think that with me being influential as an artist and young and coming from the inner city, it makes sense for me to be one of the people that's waving that flag. He said, you know what I mean? According to TMZ, man, he helped spear a major art initiative. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. I'm grabbing data from everywhere. He helped spear a major art initiative in his home neighborhood called Destination Crenshaw. It was a 1.3 mile open air museum that will feature local art. How dope is that, man? For the artists, the kids, man. You know what I mean? For anybody that got a talent, man. A 1.3 mile open air museum that will feature local art, man. Come on, man. He also recently helped launch Vector 90, a Crenshaw district-based STEM learning center and workspace dedicated to developing science and technology education in the area, man. Okay, it's shit from manufacturing and all these other shit, man. We're going to get y'all in where the money is. Wherever the money is, we're going to get y'all there. We're going to get y'all there. I'm going to try to make sure y'all get y'all there, man. Salute this young brother, man. You can't talk about it if you ain't living it. This brother talked about it, put his money in the shit, and lived it and tried to make sure, man, he helping kids, man. He paying cats to go to school, man. You know what I mean? Man, that's what hurts, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody that got paper don't do that. They don't reinvest in the hood. They don't buy the fucking block back, man. All right. Rest in power, Nip. You did well, my brother. Black man. You know what I mean? I Had plans to do a mixtape with Blood J Rock, titled Red and Blue Make Green, man. I seen a dope hoodie that the brother had on in the video, Dom Kennedy. It said Brotherhood, and it had red and blue on the middle. That red and blue make green with the green. Man, it was dope. But Nip embodied the New West along with Kendrick, J Rock, and Schoolboy Q. He made songs with YG, Another Blood. You know what I mean? According to Double XL, Nipsey wanted to be a beacon for growth and nonviolence. You know what I mean? Y'all seen that infamous slap at the 2018 BET Awards. Man, listen, I seen he slapped Cuz so hard, and Cuz wanted to knuckle up and swung his fist, but he like, hold up, Nip's like a skinny cat. You know what I'm saying? He's skinny. You know what I'm saying? It was all good, but man, I just, you know what I'm saying? He slapped dude hard, real hard, man. We got to run that. We got to run that joint back. Start that one over. Dedication. Yeah. Even on that song, when he was talking, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about how him, Kendrick, Snoop, Top Dog was all at the outside the BET Hip Hop Awards, and they was talking about, man, in y'all time frame and shit, when it came down to it, trying to curb this violence and this gang truce and all this shit and end this shit, how is it gonna go? And Top Dog and Chris Snoop, you know what I'm saying, Blood and Crip respectively, like, man, that wasn't gonna pop off at that time, youngin'. But now y'all, I think y'all got time to do it. And he said that's what Kendrick was referencing on the back of that song, on that track. Like, man, it's so dope, man. I that's a big loss. You know what I mean? Like, dude, is a big loss for the culture when you really go into what the brother was doing, man. You know what I mean? He was really a big loss. We ain't lost nobody big like this in a while, man. Not the impact that he was having, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back to it, man. Salute you, Nip. First, Nipsey was flying in the bitch as well, though. The brother could dress, man. Y'all see, dude? And something about slim, slender cats, man. They be wearing clothes, man. He's just a straight line, fam. You know what I'm saying? That brother can dress, man. Like the photo shoots with Lauren London and all that, man. And it's his, you know what I'm saying, at the Rock Nation brunch, man. Just dope. The brother can dress, man. Classy than a bitch, man. During Monday's vigil, man, chaos turned to peaceful vigil violent, man. A firearm was brandished and another individual tried to disarm the person. Chaos ensued. 19 were injured, man. Everybody was out there trying to salute the homie. One critically who was hit by a car fleeing the chaos, man. The next day on Tuesday, LAPD Chief Michael Moore, and they was salty. The police chief was salty. The mayor was salty. They was salty for real that brother. They was salty. They named the suspect and asked for help to find them. On Tuesday, police apprehended Eric Holder, the alleged suspected shooter. Now, the thing was, the young lady who was sitting in the alleyway when it turned herself in, you know what I'm saying? And let her know she didn't know what dude was doing, you know what I'm saying? And she let him know where he could be. Eric Holder's PC'd up right now and bail is set at $7 million. All right. Police stress the shooting is not gang related, but a dispute between rivals, okay? Reported it was over Nip asking old boy if he's a snitch. Dude felt disrespected and came back blasting. Damn. Whatever happened to man, damn, dog. I thought you handled that kind of wrong, or who he was talking in front of, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? People don't talk. But sometimes when the OG speak, it is what it is. You're supposed to leave it alone, man. When somebody think they bigger than the OG, this is what happens, man. Rest in power, brother. Nip. Nip wasn't even supposed to be at the store, though. It was a spur of the moment thing because one of his homeboys got out of jail that just did 20 years, right? This is 20 years. So Nip was 33. So his homeboy went in when he was 13 years old. And he wanted to get on fly before he saw his family, man. He wanted to take him to the store, get on fly. Nip didn't alert his team or security. He was leaving the house, man. They thought he was at the crib. On Monday, Nip was supposed to meet with the police about ways to stop the killings and gang violence in L.A. Per TMZ, a portion of the email read from Rock Nation, right? Our goal is to work with the department to help improve communication, relationships, and work toward changing the culture and dialogue between LAPD and the inner city. We want to hear about your new program and your goals for the department, as well as how we can help stop gang violence, end quote. In LA, gang capital of the world. Over the last 30 years in LA, with the highest peak being 1,092 deaths, in 1992 to 259 deaths in 2018. We know that's 259 too many, but look what LA has been doing, right? And I got that off of Twitter from Jose Del Rio. Nip wanted to stop even more, right? He wanted to stop that, right? Now, one theory that was out there is the government killed him for all the good he did for the hood, his hood. And he's working on a documentary about Dr. Sebi and his plant-based diet. Dr. Sebi is the same Dr. Left Eye was visiting when she was killed, right? Or when she died, passed away, right? Another government thing. Dr. Sebi said in 1985 that he had a cure for AIDS with his alkaline diet, right? The meat and dairy industry is very fucking powerful. See what they did to Oprah, right? She talking about that mad cow disease. The meat and dairy industry has control of America and would never want the truth out there that the same amount of protein and some meat you can get it from vegetables. They don't want that. They don't want you to know that. And I was just reading Dr. Sebi and them and what they talking about, how eating dead meat with no life in it, you know what I'm saying, doesn't do nothing for your body. And your body got to fight so hard to get it out of his body. There's no life in that. But if you eat a raw vegetable or eat some plants, that you know what I'm saying? Man, listen. We all know the government got control of Dr. Sebi. He was alive, nothing wrong with him. Next thing you know, he dead. Rest in power, young king. Rest in power, young king. Rest in power, young king. You fulfilled your role, man. Everybody sad. Nips fulfilled his role, man. He did enough. God said it's time to go. God had a better plan, man. Smooth seas don't make strong sailors, man. That was in his documentary, The 10 Minute on Tidal, man. Smooth seas don't make strong sailors, man. Rest, Nip. One of my favorite quotes from listening to his music, what I like, he said, used to be stay safe, now it's stay dangerous. Cause ain't no point in playing defense, nigga. Take that to heart, y'all. Think about it. Think about it. He stays safe. Know what I mean? Brother stays safe, man. He was at the crib, man, at his store outside, man, chilling. Stay dangerous, y'all. Damn, Nip. It's all good, though, bro. That's our halftime, man, for Brother Nip, man. Shalom. Yeah, man, like I said, I try my best to do the thing for Brother Nip, man. A lot has happened since last week I recorded that, man. You know what I'm saying? This brother was just not a rapper, man. Is an activist, man. If you see the things that's going on, I mean, the outpouring of love, it's just all the hate. He was a Crip. So what? You know what I'm saying? When people get life saving operations, do we talk about the old self? You know what I'm saying? Do we talk about, well, you used to be fat, now you're skinny? You know what I mean? Like, no, we don't do that. Oh, you breast cancer, now you only got one breast. You used to have two, we don't do that. Oh, you had something wrong, testicular cancer, now you only got one ball. You know what I'm saying? Nobody did that, you know? Victory Lap, last LP. Okay, first album release. Everything else was a mixtape, according to Nip, man. Shot to number 1. All the charts. His memorial service will be held this Thursday at the Staples Center, yo. Staples Center, right. They just ain't doing that for anybody, all right. His brother and his granny spoke out about how it happened. His brother said he was at the crib, and Nip called him himself, let him know what was going on. He got shot. He ran right down the street, because that's all down there. That's like Burleigh and Locust, you know what I mean? Like the hood all the way down, though. So Crenshaw run and Slauson run like Burleigh and Locust do. Then you got your streets like our stuff run. Down in Chicago, it's the opposite way. But, and Granny spoke out about she forgive dude and hope he can repent and all that. It's a lot. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And his brother that he didn't know who to trust right now. You know what I'm saying? And you can't blame him on that. It's just a lot going on. So, now the police say somebody did shoot at 2 people at the memorial outside. You know what I mean? The Marathon Company last week. It's just the Marathon Clothing Company. It's just a lot, man. It's a lot going on. And Kodak Black, I'm not going to call the brother dumb for what he did. It was a dumbass move, though. I ain't gonna call him a dumbass, but that was a dumbass move, and I'll address that later. What we gotta understand is people have issues. That's what we gotta understand. I'm glad people and radio stations, out in LA, they boycotted them because, I really don't know who Kodak Black is. I just heard of him. I probably heard a song, but I don't know who. I don't check for Kodak Black, so I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? He's getting probably way too much pub and promotion off of this shit. So, but it just goes to the turn or the tune of too many disrespectful young cats out here, man. There's too many disrespectful young cats out here, young niggas out here, period. The OGs came to the call. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna let you do that. And that's how it used to be. When you did some bullshit, OGs ain't with that. No, you ain't gonna do that, young blood. And I'm gonna tell you wrong. Now, everybody wants to get into how the message should have got to the young G's, but we'll talk about that later as well. All right, Bill. So, the historic march by the Crips and Bloods last Friday was epic. That was just that was bananas. I watched some of that on YouTube. When Big U did the Crip whistle and that thing, and everybody started walking, and that was people that understand gang culture know how hard that was to do. So, 40 plus years of beef. You know what I'm saying? All in the name of Nipsey, they went out there and did that. What he set out to do is spark unity meetings between the rivals to see how they can unite in the gang culture. You know what I'm saying? So. R.I.P. Nip, rest in power, Nip. We laying that body to rest this week, man. Nipsey Hussle, one of his last songs recorded, Racks in the Middle. I found that Puma suit too, that black. Oh, it's nice, it's shiny. I found it. The pants too tight though, and that's the biggest size pants they got. That means my ass got fat, so I got to figure that out though. But that suit he had on the cover, that I got that suit. I had to. I'm going to the Marathon Clothing Company. I ain't buying my shit offline. I'm going to the store. I'm going out to LA. You know what I mean? Just to, you know what I mean? I never been to where Pac and Big got shot at and all that. You know what I mean? Where the physical end and the spirit took over. So that's just on my bucket list. Racks in the Middle featuring Roddy Ricch and Hit Boy on the beat. Talking about him never being unprepared in his loss. Homie, just listen, y'all. Look, under no condition would you ever catch me slipping. Motorcaded shooters plus the Maybach chauffeur driven. If they catch me with it, gonna send them off to prison. Judging, sympathizing, court don't show forgiveness. Engine in Lambo, drowning out the music. Sip Dior with the flowers, 5 gold Cubans. Champagne while I shop, hope I splurge foolish. Closing escrow twice this month, but both commercial units. Damn, I wish my nigga Fats was here. How you died 30-something after banking all them years? Grammy nominated, in the sun and shedding tears. All this money, power, fame, and I can't make you reappear. But I don't wipe them, though. We just embrace the life we know. If it was me, I would tell you, nigga, live your life and grow. I tell you, finish what we started, reach them heights you know, and gas the V12 to the pipe and smoke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Come on, fam. That was the middle verse. But he said it never catch me slipping, fam. Damn, man. Damn, if he only took his own advice, yo. R.I.P. Nip. All money in, no money out. Used to be stay safe, now it's stay dangerous. Because ain't no point in playing defense, nigga. Man, woof. Nipsey Hussle dangerous, y'all. All right, y'all. Now, let's get to this other news, man. I had to for the culture. I'm hip hop. I had to. No, ain't don't even ask me why. So, let's do it. Right, y'all know what it is. We're going right back to it. Y'all heard it. We're going to do it. All right, let's finish up the week that was. It's a big week. All right, now. Last week, man, I'm telling you, Milwaukee, man, it's crazy, man. Milwaukee Parking Enforcement stabbed. City of Milwaukee Parking Enforcement agent was stabbed Tuesday morning. A 60-year-old veteran was issuing tickets in the 5200 block of North 67th Street when two people approached him, started punching and kicking him, then was stabbed. He was able to drive to the police station and then transported to the hospital. What the fuck, yo? You know what I'm saying? My niggas, move your car, call and get a free overnight, get all it out of your garage, you know what I'm saying, and park in it. You know what I mean? I don't know what you're going to do, but the police knows what car he was ticketing, most likely, and who it belongs to. Only a matter of time and whatever, and of course they caught the cats. So let me get this right. You're going to get a felony over a parking ticket. Both suspects are. You're going to get a felony over a parking ticket for stabbing dude for taking it. Moving on. last week. Was that last time? Man, I hope I ain't doing this from 2 weeks ago. I don't think I was. No, I'm not. No, there's some heavy shit that happened last week. So, last week I voted. We'll get to that after that. Let me get to this. Co-owner of Silk, it's a gentleman's club, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Radomir Buzdum, who planned on opening up another strip club with some constituents on Water Street, is accused of sex trafficking. It's a store called TNT and a hardware store. Rather have strippers with pimps because they would work any shifts required of them, show up on time, and bring in additional high-spending clientele who wanted to buy sex in the champagne rooms. Oh. Dancers with pimps generally had a greater motivation to earn as much money as they could because of their pimps' demands, and the club profited from this arrangement because they took a cut from each champagne room service. That's what FBI Special Agent Heather Wright wrote, man. That's a lot. So we don't want the regular independent chicks coming up in here, the dancers. We want the ones with the pimps, because the pimps got better control and they can do what they do to make them get this money. It's crazy. Buzdum himself bought sex and he was drunk and would pay the women. Now these are all allegations. Buzdum bought sex when he was drunk and would pay the women less negotiated or not at all. So he taking coach. This how they did it, y'all. They put $500 on the credit card, right? They charge you to go in the champagne room $500. Champagne room costs $200. So that $300 difference we're giving back to the customer in cash to negotiate prices with the dancer prostitute how much they want to pay. Money off the cut. Okay, we got it. It's gonna be a little lag. Something happened, man. Okay. It's reported the pimp, last name was Childs, would beat and sexually abuse the women horrifically. The horrific details to me points to mental health and how bad the quality of life was for these women to either have to get a pimp in the first place to sell their body, or was kidnapped and couldn't leave or get away because they were taken away from everything they knew. Okay? Fear is stronger than love, y'all. Everybody on the pole is not there by need, but by force, right? Everybody don't go there because they need to. Sometimes someone by force. Sex sales and pimping and hoeing is the oldest profession. We have to stop it at the request of the people that want it, that want the service. But remember, people are not messing with prostitutes for the service. They're messing with prostitutes for the women to leave. Moving on. A former New York City detective was accused of framing 8 people, was in court last week. He framed numerous men for murder. Once held as the superstar detective, Louis Scarcella was in court to testify about another incarcerated man framed for murder on the case. Scarcella work. 8 men have been freed due to inconsistency in lies in Scarcella work. Every city, state, and country, people get framed, right? So we need to think of this. This man put people in jail for 21, 25 years because he would fudge paperwork and do all types of stuff. And oh man, it's just bad. It's just bad, man. I don't understand how people could, just because the color of your skin or whatever you're trying to do, just treat people like that. And that's just, I really don't understand how you can do that to people. You know what I mean, human beings, you wouldn't want that done to you or anybody in your family, but that's what racism looks like, y'all. Ooh. All right, moving on. Another MPS school makes news for violence. Wisconsin Conservatory of Lifelong Learners. Parents and community supporters, including the original Black Panthers, protested outside the school last Monday. Then you wonder why people send their kids to charter and choice schools in MPS, right? The frequency of the BS. We call the BS the bullshit. Same old statement and rhetoric from the district. Shout out to King Rick with the Black Panthers who kept it G on the news. No parent should feel scared to send their children to school. We need more minority teachers and more safety, period, in these buildings, right? If we can't teach and police ourselves, how can others? Moving on. MTEA, Milwaukee Teachers Education Association, the union, they won the elections for the school board. I voted for nobody from that joint, right? A few sisters won, but the brother lost. We had one brother, the lone brother lost, right? I blame Black Milwaukee's affinity with other shit than our own shit, right? You know what I'm saying? We care more about other things than our own shit. Now this is from my district too, that Wendell Harris lost. I don't understand. I don't get it. The district is cut up. It's mostly black people. I don't get it, but okay. So you mean to tell me we can't have a black man out of 7? One? Is just one out of the 7? But okay. Prepare for a major shift in ideology. Those cushy jobs at 5522, 5521 West Elite are not for long. This is on us though, because we allow others with progressive ideology to come in and move us out the way, and we're not going to be in control no more. We meaning the people that we servicing. You know what I'm saying? We need to service. We're servicing our people, and if we can't service our people, how can we expect somebody else to service our people in this racist, segregated city? $11,000 from a 500,000 plus city for a citywide seat went out and voted. Man, y'all do that math. You can't talk about it if you ain't living. You can't complain if you didn't vote. Now, when they come through and make all these changes to the detriment of the hood, don't feel left out or excluded. You didn't do shit. Nipsey cared about his hood and his children, do you? No, because your ass didn't vote. Black people have pockets in the community that are like crabs in a barrel, and we have pockets that just don't care. Not the poverty, adjudicated, educated, deprived black folks, but the educated, professional ones. We got pockets in them that don't care. They get their little suit, they get their little 2-piece with the skirt joint. They walk around this joint like they're better than anybody else. Look down, can't have a simple conversation with somebody to get betterment for everybody involved in the process. And they call these schools a community. You need to be ashamed of yourselves, y'all. Moving on. Congratulations to Wanda Montgomery, becoming the first black mayor of Brown Deer. She's the second black woman to become mayor of a Wisconsin municipality in the state history. Shout out to you, Wanda Montgomery. Did your thing. Shout out to another sister, Lori Lightfoot, becomes the first black woman to become mayor of Chicago by a whopping 73% of the vote. We salute that. And Wanda, right? Word. Lightfoot is the second woman mayor and third black in Chicago history. Chicago split up into 50 wards, right? Like our automatic districts or whatever, right? 50 wards, and she won all 50. How about that? Lightfoot, who to nobody's business is a lesbian with a wife and a child, whom opponents try to use as a reason to not vote for, defied all those odds, yo. I only brought it up because they brought it up, yo, right? Because they tried to use it against her. That don't matter no more. Lightfoot is a former federal prosecutor who never held elective office, yo. You know what I'm saying? Gun violence, police accountability, these are things that she's going to be pressing on, and she did when she did work as president of the Chicago Police Board. Of course, they say she did things she didn't do things the way they possibly should have been done the right way. You know, they always going to try to say somebody do something once they win. Moving on. City of Chicago plans on suing Jussie Smollett for $130K to pay back money for repayment of investigation costs used for his dropped case. Used for his dropped case. Jussie says he will insist on sworn depositions from Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Superintendent Eddie Johnson. Shaking my head. If shit got dropped, then there's nothing more that needs to be done. It got dropped, right? There's no double jeopardy. I ain't paying nothing. Police department is mad at the wrong person. Need to be mad at the Attorney General, Kim Foxx, whatever her title is. Need to be mad at her. She dropped the charges. Same people that said Michelle Obama and them sending people to call and ask about Jussie, whatever, right? Conflict of interest. Same woman that was calling people in the documentary like, what can you tell me about the R. Kelly stuff? Conflict of interest. This would be interesting. If city goes on with this, then all evidence will be released. If they go to sue Jussie for the money, for real, all evidence will be released to the defense that never was during when the case was live and charges were dropped. Same shit they're doing to R. Kelly. Then we will really know what took place. They don't want the defense to prepare to fight what they got. Period, point blank. And finally, Beyonce signs with Adidas. Reportedly, she will relaunch her Ivy Park athletic line. That's love right there, right? Get that dough, B. J with Puma, B with Adidas. Might as well sign the kids up with Nike and shit, whatever is genius. Keep getting that money to Carter's, y'all. All love, y'all. I'm going to take a small little break and get into this question of the week and finish up the show, y'all. Confidence in the Klutch Network.
Confidence in the Klutch.
All right back at y'all. Question of the week. Question of the week. What will your legacy be? Now, when we talk about legacy, we're talking about what's your legacy? So what would your legacy be? So if it dropped right now, it is what it is. So only thing I can do since I'm solo by myself, just think about myself. What would my legacy be? So thinking. I mean, what I left to let's start first with your family. That's where it always your legacy got to be with your family. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying, that's secondary. Your primary is your family. My children, you know what I'm saying, just be dependable, always there for them, provider, strong. Show them how to think through things, show them how to get through things. The inspiration given them, I give them so that they can be motivated, right? I see it right now. Things as a parent, you think they're not listening. They listen, and then they start doing. Like, I've had numerous instances, you know what I mean, where things I've said or tried to model or show them that I didn't think they were listening, and they listened because I see them doing it, you know. And as a parent, you always want that to be more positive things than negative things. So that's my biggest thing. Be son, cousin, nephew, just be the best I can be. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm always on the up and up. And if I need some help, ask for help instead of doing something crazy. You know what I mean? And make everybody proud of my family. Now, for the community. Been working in the community for the whole time of my adult lifehood. Even when I was a youth, I used to pick up summer jobs with the city of Milwaukee. You know what I mean? And doing community stuff. I had a job at the county doing x-rays. That was one of my favorite jobs. I had a job. We would be on the outskirts of Summerfest, all in the Third Ward, picking up paper. And then I had a job. We was doing the same thing, picking up paper in Parkline, the projects, one summer. And then my last summer, I had a job. I worked out at the county hospital in was it the gastrointestinal unit, where people had to drink the little white stuff for the x-ray to go through their intestines or something like that. Maybe I had something like that. Yeah, had a homegirl I met too long back in the day. She was fine. She went to North Division. She was fine in the mud too. Man, that girl was fine. But yeah, it was cool too, and she liked your boy. So it is what it is. But yeah, community. I've been working with the kids, the youth, the classroom, and coaching for the past 17 years. So. Oh man, don't tell me it's doing crack, cuz it looked like it did. People squeezing on my joint. Yeah, I haven't broke my joint. Okay, anyway, my fault, y'all. I'm just looking at something, and yeah, but I got a hole in here. This way too hot. This ain't how hard. That's how it ain't how it used to be. Okay, so give it out to the community, man. Try to be a voice of reason every day in the classroom. Somebody listen to me. A couple listen to me. Majority listen to me. I had a good day. I want to be able to say, Mr. Nelson told me this, Mr. Nelson told me that, Mr. Nelson told me that, Mr. Nelson said this. And even if it's something they take to somebody else might be able to use it. Each one teach one. Being the coach all the time, you know what I mean? All the girls I help facilitate reaching their potential, the best potential that they can take themselves, all the way to the professional leagues, you know what I mean? Being there, you know what I mean? Going through sacred things with groups of girls, whether it's making a state title, going undefeated in the city, make a state championship game, winning a state title. I done did everything. Not winning a state title, losing a state title. You know what I mean? Like everything. So I'll be fine as far as my standing in the community when I leave. Of course, everybody want to be able to have something in their name and something that people can say they come back to. Everybody's not as fortunate to have that type of capital to go get that done, but hopefully one day. And as far as profession, that's in the air. You see what Confidence in the Klutch do. Talking about homie Jay, he's like, dog, you just did the podcast. You ain't asked nobody, you ain't tell nobody nothing. You just went and did the podcast and just started doing it. Now look at me 11 months later, 147 shows in. It is what it is. I'm still trying to create a better podcast. Each time I record, I want it to be better, a better one. That's what I'm doing. So, the profession is to, working on everything right now for grad school, and one day, hopefully to be working in a sport management field. Not one day, very soon, I should say. Claiming that, but it's just, I don't know where it can be. It can be anywhere from working in the front office or operations of a major league team, a minor league team, working at an apparel company, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Champion, Riddell, you know what I'm saying? It don't even matter. being an athletic director, being a ticket sale director. It all depends where it is. You know what I'm saying? Sports management. It's sports management though. Is my major, so I can do management stuff. So that's the thing. So we'll see though. But that's the profession though. With confidence in the clutch. Am I gonna coach again? I'm not gonna say never, but I don't have the itch to coach right now. Like, it got to be the right situation, because it's a lot that go into that garbage, especially coaching in certain situations, man. It's a lot that go into that, and the rewards. I'm cool with what I did in the past. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I wouldn't want to coach. I'm just saying it has to be the right opportunity. Last year I was trying to just get another job just to show people, man, this is a fluke. They did me dirty. Now I don't have to show anybody anything. I know my worth and know what I did. So professionally, I'm going to be okay, y'all. So just think about it, though. What will your legacy be? Feel free to leave it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Comment section of the pod. Get back at me. The more interaction I have with the listeners, man, the better it's off for me. You know what I mean? It forces me to do more work. So I love doing more work, y'all. So Bella done eating. All right. Let's see. Moving on. Topic of the week. All right, question of the week. Topic of the week. Oh, I ain't even got that. That's what I'm looking for. All right, y'all know I'm writing down everything. All right, y'all, I swear I'm getting y'all up out of here next 10 minutes, possibly. Had to do what we had to do for Nip. All right. Classes that should be created for our youth. I think the kids need a real health class. I was privileged when I was all down the Riverside. Mr. Zettel, Paul Zettel, was department chair, and I had to take care of a maternity leave and a paternity leave. So, what I'm saying, for the teachers that was going back to back, so I was able to teach a whole semester of health. Now down there they teach without no book. Everything is all manipulatives and handouts and movies and stuff, and it's real hands-on interesting things. And what I would say, it opened up my eyes to a lot of things that I forgot from my health class. But they need a real health class. Like Riverside had a real health class. They ain't pulling no punches. We gonna talk about it. Mr. Zettel was like, man, you'll be able to do so much more damage because of who you are, being a black man and dealing with these black kids. Like, because they take you more serious than they take me. You know what I mean? They'll treat you better than they treat me to a certain degree with certain things when it comes to trying to talk with them. And I appreciated him for that, because he understood and recognized that, because he used to watch me teach. So we have a real health sex education, not only freshman year, but senior year, because now by that time kids have become sexually active, so then they know, but then some of them don't know, and the danger that they're putting themselves into. So to have another class on your way out the door is very key. We need that. We need a social justice art class, whereas, let's talk about social justice and how you feeling and the atrocities going on, and not just the black people, but any oppressed people in the world, in the country, your city, your state, your neighborhood. And that's all our art is about, social justice, right? Let's do that. Let's do that for the youth, all right? Specialized weightlifting and training for athletes in the city. They do it in the suburbs. You can take a weight training class the whole semester, junior, senior year, whatever, where all you're doing is training and doing cardio and stuff. You know what I mean? Trying to get faster, stronger for your sport is genius. Do you wonder why we lose in regionals every time? Look at the stuff they do in the suburb. We need that in the city. I don't want to hear we don't have the teachers to do it. Yes, we do. I don't know nobody that don't want to teach no gym in high school. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. So let's have a multicultural ethnic studies, like not just black, but all the cultures. You know what I mean? We say world history, that ain't world history. We need a multicultural ethnic studies. I need to understand about the protests that's going on in Africa. I need to understand what's going on in South America. I want to know what's going on in China, where they can't say nothing down there. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. You know what I mean? I want to know. And we can do it from the American viewpoint as well, for all the foreigners that come here, all the immigrants, willingly and unwillingly come here, right? But they need to revamp the multicultural ethnic studies, all I'm saying. We need a home care class, how to clean, how to sanitize, how to fold, how to wash, minor repairs around the house, how to take off the pipe if you think it's whatever, how to put the snake down and thing. We need those type of classes for the kids so they know how to live. You know what I mean? Like what I don't do, you know what I'm saying? Moms do, show the kids. You know what I mean? That's just it is. You know what I'm saying? You got a single parent household, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So you got to get help to show how to do some things. You know what I'm saying? Making sure they know how to do little simple things. Making sure they see you take off the tire. Make sure they see when things get broke, how you got it back cracking to fix. You know what I mean? We need to have ethnic cooking classes. Maybe every 2 to 3 weeks, switch ethnicity. So we ain't making just black people food up in the home ec class. No, let's go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and do. We're gonna do some soul food. Then we're gonna do some Latino food. Then we're gonna do some Mexican food. Well, Italian food, I meant to say. Then let's cook some African food. Let's cook some Asian food. Let's cook some other food that's just regional as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just find some stuff. But let's have ethnic cooking classes and how other ethnicities their favorite dishes. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. Let's have the video and music editing class. A lot of these kids want to be rappers and all this stuff and music producers and stuff. Let's have those classes up in there. I know Marshall got a new department. That shit, whatever, you better. Your kid want to do some rapping, acting, video, music editing, send them to Marshall right now. They got some top flight stuff over there. All right. We also need some coding classes. We need more. We need coding classes. These kids should be coding all damn day for the ones that want to do it. Milwaukee Public School District needs to get back to tracks where kids want to go into coding, they go to coding. They want to go to business, computers doing code and all that stuff. They want to go to business, they got the marketing and the all that stuff. The finance class, they want accounting class. They need all that. And we need a social skills and etiquette. They need the what not manners. What was the class called? What was the etiquette class? Yeah, I guess it was social skills and etiquette class. Interpersonal communication, social media skills. You know what I'm saying? Formal and informal. How to sit at the table, pulling out the chair, opening the door. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Which fork you eat with? What's the wine glass? What's the water glass? You know what I'm saying? What you supposed to do? How to talk to somebody? How to have standards? Right? How to fold a napkin? How to fold a napkin a couple of days? How to fold a tie? How to fold a tie, how to tie a tie, how to tie a Windsor knot, a half Windsor knot, and a regular tie knot. You know what I mean? We need to have that. Social skills and etiquette. How if you're wearing a skirt, or maybe you need to wear stockings with the skirt in some instances. Maybe like at work. You know what I mean? Maybe you shouldn't be walking around without no stockings on at work. I don't know. Whatever the etiquette is. You know what I mean? You can base it off of our country norms. You can base it off of cultural norms and make a decision off your own, but we need that for our kids, yo. So those are some of the classes that I believe should be created for our youth. What do you think? Hit me off in the comments. Let me know. Leave a message. Hit me on Twitter at KNK. Send me a picture on Instagram at KNK. We'll see you on Facebook at Confidence in the Klutch, and let me know what's happening, man. It is what it is, y'all. All right. Ooh. Okay, let me see. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got to get my music ready. Oh. Let me see. All right. All right. Don't worry about it. I got it. All right, here we go. It's crazy, Kodak. Come on, Kodak. Now, that's what I will say about Kodak, man. That's what I will say about Kodak. Don't worry about it. I got it, right? Truth hurts. I mean, Kodak Black Mute is live now. Just a little bit. We can't shut the brother out, but just for a little bit. And the lady getting involved and man checking other man, I got some words for her too. Here we go. Now, Charlamagne said we mourn Nipsey, but we wish death on Kodak for some. I don't agree with that. Well, bring Nipsey back and replace him with Kodak. That's whack. You can't. That's somebody's son. You know what I'm saying? You don't do. They don't say things like that. We know what could happen though. We know he could not make it out of L.A. if he ever chooses to go anytime in the near future. So, brother Kodak, don't go to L.A. Once again, social media is guilty as charged. Charlamagne was talking about selective mortality, yeah, because he said, I don't listen to Kodak. He's like, man, Kodak been talking crazy, talking about people's sexuality, doing whatever. Right? Women disrespect. You give life what you give energy to. I agree with Brother Charlamagne, right? So for this, I'll be referencing the article from the BBC because I like international news takes on America's culture at all times, okay? So we know what he said. Lauren London on IG last week, Friday. I'll be the best man I can be for her, the rapper said to Lauren London, adding that he'd give her a whole year degree for Nipsey. Bogus, you can't do that. T.I. got at him, the gang got at him, Spice One got at him, Tank got at him. And I like Tank. Tank wasn't yelling at him, cussing him. I just told him, brother, we record at Atlantic, man. That's a real tough spot you in. So I need you to probably fix that. T.I. just said, you out of pocket, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When the OGs come at you, you can't say I like this. How does OG respond and all that, right? And then he apologized. You know what I'm saying? If I disrespect, the next day though, he was talking crazy. Like, I don't give a fuck about what they said. I'm in Atlanta and this and that and this and that. That's talking crazy, right? So then he got on like Sunday morning maybe and said, if I disrespect you, Lauren London, in any shape or form, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't. Rest in peace to dude. If I disrespected Lauren London anyway, even though I know I didn't, my bad. Come on, man. Like, you ain't even apologizing. That's where you just say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lauren London. Tweet that, Instagram, that's it. That's all he had to say. You ain't got to put another video out. I'm sorry, Lauren London. That's it. That's all he had to say. That's more powerful. Right? Rest in peace to dude. Like, you just disrespectful right there. Like, come on, man. At Power 106, one of the biggest radio stations in LA, said it would no longer be playing his tracks, y'all. This is from Just Incredible. We stand with the family of Nipsey Hussle and are appalled by the disrespectful and poor comments made by Kodak Black with that. Power 106 will not support Kodak Black's music. Like I said, once again, I don't know who Kodak Black is. Right? Or he's Haitian or whatever. So he's facing sexual assault from 2016 where he could face up to 30 years in prison. Alleged sexual assault. Like, come on, man. Criticized for using homophobic lyrics. Referencing rapper Young M.A. on a song released earlier this year, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like people saying, why y'all calling him out now just because he's talking about another man? So then this is what I didn't understand. Man only see things as being a problem when it affects other man. Like, it's not true. I mean, people just, I'm telling you, this environment we live at right now, if you ain't saying nothing for everybody, you a sucker to some people. Just say, for me, the outrage against Kodak Black is less about Lauren London and more about Nipsey Hussle. Come on, man. As a 27-year-old Pearl Palais or whatever. Come on, man. It's the idea that he was the person who was disrespected because the rhetoric that man used about women is one of ownership. It's you disrespected his woman. Excuse me. He did disrespect his woman by saying he'd get at her in a year. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is his woman. What are you talking about? It's like people just had these affinities to talk stupid and crazy and think everybody got to listen to them because they got this platform. Like, I'm not with that. So, there's somebody else to Ivy, Annie, or some man being vocal after his Lauren London comments show women are only cared for because of their proximity to men as a wife, mother, friend. They responded out of respect to another man, not to hear as a woman. What? It makes no sense. What are you talking about? People just don't even know what they're talking about, right? When you disrespect another man or his legacy, that's what they find wrong, not so much his attitude towards women. That's what Pearl says. Like, what are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a problem because they say when the game said Nipsey Hussle's name is girl's name, like he's supposed to just say Lauren London's name, like his name and her name, I guess, right? All right, so this is a South African who works for a youth policy think tank, says something she's witnessed in everyday life, right? So women are not seen as deserving of respect and boundaries in personal space. She says, I get it. She says, women have been saying that Kodak Black been a sexist and misogynist for a long time, and now it takes a man being disrespectful than other man, then coming out and saying things for it to hold any water. It should take the voice of man to make an issue important. People have to listen to when women speak. Kodak Black's comment. Come on, man. So my thing is, y'all freeze all that. Freeze all that, man. First of all, when men talking, I don't think women probably should be interjecting some of that stuff, because your interjection could turn it to violent and deadly, depending if you're trying to take up for a man in another man's situation. But that might put you in danger. But I mean, man, come on. Everything ain't got to be about somebody shitting on somebody else when we're trying to protect somebody. I'm trying to protect my homeboy girl, and I'm going to say, Liam, that's my nigga wife. You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy wife. That's my brother wife, man. Watch who you talking to. But I'm supposed to say, oh, no, that's Kim, Jennifer, Teresa, to me. I'm supposed to say, hey, man, that's Teresa. Leave her alone. He going to be like, who the fuck is Teresa? And I say, that's my nigga wife. Now you know the proximity of the danger your ass is in. You know what I'm saying? So then people got to relax with all that extra shit about, oh, it's only because he said this. Come on, man. Ain't nobody owning shit. And there's no ownership. Ain't no slaves, man. Relax. Fall back with all that, man. Some people always got to try to make it about them, and it ain't about you, fam. We got this. Some shit, man, just let us handle this shit. We got it. We got it. Yeah, we know little ass probably been disrespectful, but we got it, and that's what the OGs did. So I just need people to fall back at sometimes, y'all. You feel me? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less, y'all. Song album of the week. Y'all know what that is. Anything Nip. Anything Nip. That's all y'all got to do. Is bump anything Nip. Keep getting them, that streaming, all that stuff on, all that streaming on Tidal and Apple Music and all that, wherever you stream your music, whatever you got, keep playing it, keep pumping it through. This one hurts because we all knew somebody like him. You know what I mean? We all knew somebody who this could be. And we all know people that have promised and flamed out. This ain't none of that. That legacy gonna live on forever, man. Go to the Marathon Clothing Company. You know what I mean? Go online, buy a shirt, buy a hat, buy something, man. You know what I'm saying? For the culture, man. We couldn't go to the big website. We couldn't go to the Big L website. We couldn't go to the Big Pun Big website. We couldn't go to the Jam Master J website. We couldn't go to the Tupac website. I got the Machiavelli clothes. I had the pants. I had the jeans. Got a couple shirts. I still got a couple shirts. You heard me? I had some Machiavelli dress shoes, everything. You know what I'm talking about? For the family. Had some of everything. I'm saying I get some of that big stuff with big face on there. Hopefully it's tied to them. You know what I mean? We can go straight to Nipsey Studd, get some Marathon Clothing Company. I got about 7 things in the cart. You know what I mean? So anything Victory Lap, anything Nip, bump that, yo. My favorite thing, one of my favorite songs is Stuck in the Grind. You know what I'm saying? He had that at the end of one of his videos, man, with some kind of Bino Redu or whatever. Reduct, whatever. Man, that song cold, Stuck in the Grind. You know what I'm saying? He just busting too. I like when cats just bust by themselves. Ain't nothing, no chorus really. And he came on with it, yo. So this song right here, 2 Ocean Views, man, is live on. Anything Nip, man. He was getting better too. So, but listen to that Racks in the Middle, man. That song cold. That second verse, listen to that second verse, man. It get eerie, man, for real. So, and that's it, man. Let me see. I got a couple for the quote of the week. Nip said, I say it's worth it. I won't say it's fair. You know what I mean? That's on Victory Lap. Right away. I say it's worth it. I won't say it's fair. Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap. First song on the album. I got another quote that says, if you use adversity right, it will take you anywhere you want to go. If you use adversity right, it will take you anywhere you want to go, yo. Shout out to the world and universe, man. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Brother Nip, we love you. You're gonna live on through all of us, Nip. Word. For everybody just getting into Nip or reintroducing themselves to Nip, man, what a blessing, right? Think about all this new music you got, man. You can cherish. Salute you, Nip. One. What is the game of basketball or the game of life? You gotta have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. And when we go live, it's important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K and the K, y'all. Peace. Stay up. Stay dangerous like me. Stay dangerous, motherfucker. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.